Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, I was thinking, it's been a minute since I last tried to do any kind of motivational, any kind of motivational speech. I've been going through a different change of emotions with my own life and my own things I got going on. And I'm not gonna lie, on a day-to-day dig, I am I am harder on myself than most of these other people that are on me. I give myself a lower grade sometimes even than what they've given me. Why that is, self-esteem, pride, a lot of that stuff, all that is dwindled quite well in me. And so, it's gotten to me time and time again, but where I'm going though with this is, there comes a time when, when sometimes we just get to kind of like, I don't want to say swallow that pride, but, for myself, I have to at least acknowledge that it's there. I show up to this gym pretty faithfully almost every night. There's a lot of times place I go to work on myself, and not just that, I have to work myself to learn about these bad things I got inside of me, I pray, I try to. My own higher power wills, I try to do it, at least 5 times a day. And sometimes when it seems like all these things are happening, when nobody else will listen to me, nobody else will, will be there for me, I have a higher power, and He is there for me. And, a lot of people, that opens up its own can of worms, so there's no point in me, there's no point in me, making this like a religious speech, I guess, if you would. But what I will say is, having a higher power has been vital for me, And when I pray, I bow into Salah, and a lot of times, they say prayer is where you ask the questions. Meditation will be where I get the answers, and where I was going with this is, I feel like I've been failing time after time after time after time. Luckily, my higher powers allowed me to pray at least 5 times a day to make up for every single one of those times that I have failed throughout the day. And when I pray and when I bow in the sujood, my prayers to the King of Kings. As Sheikh Muhammad Hobla says, He is the King of the day when all the prophets will be scared. He is the King of the day of judgment. When the streets are running from, in all kinds of chaos. He's the King of that day. That when I die and I go to face before Him, what's going to matter isn't so much all these times that I've failed. It's all these times that I've won. I look back at myself and my own way of life. I only judge myself upon the failures that I've done. Sometimes I forget to look at the victories. I have to remember that the